All of these people are or are thought to be on the autistic spectrum. This week is Autism Awareness Week. The National Autistic Society's aim is to keep raising awareness until everyone understands. We want to ensure that people know about what autism is and how it can affect people so that we can reduce stigma and discrimination and so that we can create a kinder, safer and more understanding society. Autism is a lifelong developmental disability that affects how a person communicates and relates with other people and how they experience the world around them. Autistic spectrum disorder, or ASD, is an umbrella term including autism and Asperger's syndrome. If you think of a rainbow, each colour on the spectrum is distinct and different, yet also blend together. People on the autistic spectrum can experience a range of difficulties. Some people are able to communicate clearly, whereas others may not be able to talk at all. Autism is characterised by a triad of impairments. This means 3 categories of difficulty. These include difficulties in social communication, processing language, interpreting facial expressions, body language, or the tone of voice. They can find sarcasm or humour hard to understand, and explaining how they feel very challenging. They may have difficulty with social interaction. You might notice an avoidance of eye contact, an unawareness of personal space, or finding it hard to show interest in other people's interests or opinions. This is not rudeness, but simply a lack of awareness and understanding, and it can make forming friendships and keeping them very difficult. There could be difficulties with social imagination. This means that it's hard to imagine the world from someone else's perspective, or to interpret others' thoughts, feelings and actions. It can also mean that adapting to new and unfamiliar situations causes extreme anxiety or panic. Some people may have these 3 things in common, but everyone's experience of ASD or autism is different. Some behaviours you might see can be similar, such as a preference for things to stay the same and fixed routines. Behaviour such as repeated hand flapping or walking in circles can often be used to help someone feel calmer and more relaxed. An obsession or a preoccupation with a particular topic or object can also be common, and can be found a comfort to talk about it if someone is feeling anxious.
I get anxious with certain type of things, like I'm nervous around people, strangers, because sometimes I get anxious because I don't know if they're going to be gobby or they're going to be nice, and that can be quite hard sometimes for people who have autism, like I have.
When I really feel like I'm concentrating on a task, a particular subject at my 100%, and then when a random particular noise comes out of nowhere, it makes me really upset. I don't find that a good feeling. I don't like that. I always want to do my best when I learn.
Having autism can mean that people feel unsure, easily overwhelmed, anxious, confused, nervous in new situations, and sometimes quite lonely. But there are loads of positives too. People with ASD are honest, logical, passionate, imaginative, funny, and so much more. As Temple Grandin says, people with autism are different but not less. What can we do to support? We can continue to raise awareness so that everyone understands. We can challenge discrimination and prejudice when we see it, and help others to understand too. We can take part in and organise fundraising activities for charities that support those with autism and their families. Coventry and Warwickshire Mind is a local mental health charity that supports children, young people and adults with a range of different services, some of which you might have heard of. We run support groups, social clubs, counselling, information and lots more too. Visit us in the chapel on Thursday lunchtime to find out more information and pick up leaflets on support available, or check out these websites too. Thank you for listening and for helping us to raise awareness about autism until everyone understands.